It's on and popping. Welcome to another epic episode of Ralph's Universe, the freaking reboot. Ralph Jaguar is back again. Let me start off by saying, okay, yeah, I am a little late with this. Actually, I'm a lot late with this. But you know what? It's never too late to say this. Happy Father's Day to everyone. Happy belated Father's Day to everyone. No matter what the situation is, no matter what happens, just remember, our fathers and our dads are always with us in our hearts. Remember that. Alright, now let me get on to the issue at hand. Business service. Yeah, we've been on this subject for quite some time, haven't we? In part one, I put on blast the insane, angry customers that went off in our places of business that offer good customer service. In part two, I put on blast the places that advertise good service, but they just couldn't deliver on the goods. Now you're watching part three of business service. As I begin to wrap this thing up, I just want to tell you one thing. When it comes to business service or customer service or just dealing with people, period, it's a two-way street. And you all have got to know that, okay? In any place of business, whether it's a shopping store, a shopping mall, an eating place, a fast food restaurant, or places that fix things, cars or whatever, when the customer walks into the place, when a person walks into the place, they're customers. But when they start acting up, acting a fool, start wilding out, and just start getting angry for no good reason, and just plain being rude, they're not customers anymore, damn it. What they are troublemakers, problem customers, if that's what you want to call them. And that's when we need security up in this mug. But also, if a place of business like an auto repair shop and a fast food restaurant, a delivery place of any kind, you know, if they advertise good service, then they damn well better be ready to deliver on that SHIT. And whether it's Pep Boys, Michael's Arts and Crafts, McDonald's, if they do not do their stuff right, if they do not give good, proper, decent customer service, then you know what? The customer needs to make the complaint in the proper manner, okay? And not just start ripping crap up and start raising holy hell. Come on now. Because there is a right and a wrong way to do things. Now, so what I'm going to do right now is show you some clips, okay? And I'm going to talk about some more places that do not do a good job when it comes to customer service. So let me go ahead and jump right into it. Let's start with Home Depot. Here is Home Depot. You know what? They need to do a little work on their customer service too, you know. Yeah, Home Depot. Yeah, they need to do a little work with their customer service as well. Because Home Depot have messed up a lot of times. Way too many times. Because I can remember one incident well, I needed help with my stove, and yeah, I had a real time with Home Depot, and I had to argue with the guy on the phone. He just wouldn't get it right, and I really don't appreciate that at all. I mean, when it comes to customer service, yeah, these people right here, they also dropped the ball. Yeah, let me go ahead and get out of here. Okay, now let's talk about Sears. Yeah, I got a lot to say about that topic. Sears. Now, this place right here can definitely use some work and some tweaking with their customer service department, not to mention their people skills. Yeah, there's only a few times when Sears does do a good job when providing good customer service, but most of the times they just downright suck. In fact, they have dropped the ball way too many times for my taste. Because let me tell you what happened a few times, okay? My friend Sam, had a problem with his garage door opener, so he called Sears to have him replace it. And let me tell you, the guy from Sears put him through a whole lot of hassle, okay? I mean, first of all, when they came to his house, they dismantled the old garage opener, and then when they tried to replace it, the guy did not get the job done. You know, he just left without saying anything, and it ended up causing a huge, big problem at Sam's house. I mean, the tools were all laid out on the floor and everything, but the guy just didn't finish it. He just took off. Why? We don't know. I mean, like I said, it turned out to be a huge problem. It was a hassle. And it was only like a few days later, that's when another guy from Sears came over and fixed it and finished everything. Okay, well, let me tell you another story about Sears, okay? My friend named Fred, um, he had a problem with his refrigerator that he bought from Sears. So he called them to come fix it. And by the way, Fred does have a warranty, okay? So they have to take care of that. I mean, he called a whole bunch of times, because his refrigerator was not working properly. And Sears, they gave him a whole lot of hassle. That's right, Sears, once again, they dropped the ball with this one. I mean, 3 times, Sears sent a guy to come fix the refrigerator. And 3 times it was not fixed properly. All the food in the refrigerator just spoiled. And a whole lot of money on food went down the drain. Not to mention the garbage. And Fred, and his family had to go 3 whole weeks without a working refrigerator. And that's just really effed up, people. That really sucks. Can you imagine having to go 3 whole weeks without a working refrigerator? If they can't fix the damn thing, then why can't they replace it? And all those whole bunch of times that Fred called Sears and complained about it, they just give him a hard time with it. I mean, having to sit there and argue and complain about it, it's just messed up. Yeah, there's only a few times when Sears do a good job, but then again, there's those other times when they just downright drop the effing ball. So Sears, they need to do a little work and a little tweaking on their customer service skills, not to mention getting crap done right. Because these people right here at Sears, yeah, they dropped the ball way too many times. And I can tell you one thing, I for one am effing sick and tired of it. So Sears, you need to get it right, okay? Now let's talk about a place that does do a good job when it comes to customer service. Now this right here is my favorite place. I come here to eat a lot. You know what? Probably 9 times out of 10, well, most of the time, these people always get it right. When it comes to customer service, I don't think there's anyone that can beat out Chick-fil-A. Other than the fact that they're closed on Sundays, they do a pretty good job. Their people skills are really up there, and I mean, all I can say is that Chick-fil-A is real good. But I will have to say that I really do miss the chicken tortilla soup. I really wish that they still serve those. But other than that, Chick-fil-A, most of the time, they get it right. They do a great job at customer service, and this is a great place to eat. Well, I gotta go. Okay. Now the whole point of this whole issue was business service, customer service. Bottom line is, it's just people service, okay? Dealing with people. That's what it's all about. Because when the person walks into a place of business, they're customers. But when they start acting a fool, when they start wilding out, when they start going crazy and just acting up and just causing trouble, then they're troublemakers. And that kind of crap cannot and will not be tolerated. And they need to be put on blast. And they will be put on blast. And when you talk about places of business like Walmart, Pep Boys Auto, Home Depot, Sears, they also need to act right. They advertise good service. They need to deliver on that SHIT and do what they're supposed to do. And if they don't, then that department store, that place of business, needs to be put on blast. And that is when you have to go to the manager or the supervisor and complain about that employee that is not doing right. Because that's just the kind of crap that cannot and will not be tolerated. So you see, people, I'm not just coming at the angry customers, and I'm not just coming at the places that don't give good service. I'm coming at both parties, okay? That's right. Because everyone here needs to be put on blast when they don't do right. Because let me tell you something, when I go into a place of business, whether it's a shopping store, an eating place of any kind, or any kind of place that offers services that fix things or whatever, I act accordingly. I don't just come in there and start wilding out and acting crazy. I do behave. And if I walk in there and behave, then by golly, God damn it, I deserve some good service. But you know what? If I start getting screwed over and I'm not getting good service, then that is when I'm going to start wilding out. And there will be a problem up in that mug. Because what you have to do is you have to put yourself in that customer's position, okay? And you have to ask yourself, is this the way that you want to be treated? And you also have to put yourself in that employee's position, whether it's the cashier or the mechanic that's fixing your car. Would you like to be treated like that? Be yelled at like that? No, you wouldn't like it. I wouldn't like it, and you know you wouldn't like it either. So don't come in here and start acting like that and start doing that crap. Are these words registering in that brain of yours? Jeez. It's real plain and simple, people. You walk into the place of business, behave. And when you come to work and you clock in, behave. Because if not, you will be dealt with. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and end this and wrap it up. Peace out. Till the next episode.